Hello everyone and welcome to this late edition of Weathercast 8. I'm meteorologist Ann Roberts. High pressure is in control right now, so that means calm and clear skies, at least until we get to Friday. Now remember a few days ago I mentioned that we would be seeing a potent system kind of camped out in the Midwest, and we are starting to see this set up here. And what that's going to do, at least for tomorrow, is cause a very strong pressure gradient across the area, which is going to bring us strong wind gusts in the 25 to 30 mile per hour range. Now, as that high pushes off towards the east, we'll see an increase of southerly winds ahead of those systems out towards the west. Those systems out towards the west are going to be giving us a very rocky Friday night, and I'll have more on the timing and just what to expect as we continue through this broadcast. Now, radar, of course, with high pressure in control, is crisp and clear. Not a drop of rain really anywhere across the south, so it'll be a nice night tonight. Temperatures are in the 60s and 70s coming up on midnight. So what that means is we have very warm air in place. We've got a nice southerly wind, and it also means we're going to warm up quite nicely tomorrow, and it's going to be quite toasty until we get there. And we're going to have a nice night. It's 63 again right now, coming up on midnight, but we will drop off into the 50s overnight. We'll be in about the, mid-50s for here in East End. It'll be most clear, mild, comfy. It'll be a nice night. Again, tomorrow we'll warm up to 82. I've actually gone a little bit higher on that high than most of what I'm seeing on the models, because I really think with all that southerly flow and warm air that we're probably going to warm up a little bit more so than the models are indicating. At least that has been the trend so far this early spring. In the extended forecast, you'll see we kind of have a nice week on tap. Overnight lows drop off into the 30s again, so be prepared for that. But the big day, of course, is Friday, and I know you guys all want to know what our Friday is going to look like as far as severe weather threats go. So we have a severe weather segment, and it is brought to you by Tanner's Roofing. You may want to jot that number down because we may see some significantly sized hail in some portions of the state Friday night. So here we go. The Storm Prediction Center has put most of Arkansas under the orange enhanced level of severe weather, which means all modes and types of severe weather are expected Friday night. Now, we could see anything from hail to high winds to even an isolated tornado, and I know you guys all want to know about timing, so here's the breakdown. If you live in, say, Conway West or Northwest, because I know some of you watch this from Conway, you can expect those storms to roll through around 2 to 4. If you're in Central Arkansas, East End, Landmark, Sheridan, you can expect the 5 to 7, which unfortunately is the evening commute and early evening hours for many of us. So be aware of that. And of course, timing can change a little bit because we still have another day or so to go. And then, of course, in the eastern portions of the state, you can expect 8 to 10. So this is a late evening, nighttime event. So be aware of that and certainly have ways to receive warnings when they are issued. Now, as far as threats go, because I've already been asked about this, our major threat right now is high winds and hail. Flooding, of course, is a big issue because some of those thunderstorms are going to contain a lot of rain. Tornadoes are on the low side. However, there's plenty of juice in place, and so there could be some spin-ups in some supercells that are traveling across the state Friday night. So certainly be watching the Weathercast 8 page for updates, because I really do believe that Friday night is going to be pretty active. If a warning is issued, remember, especially a tornado warning, to go downstairs under something, cover your head, preferably with a helmet, and to keep away from windows. So again, Friday looks to be the active night. Outside of that, we're looking at a fairly nice week. You know that if you guys have any questions, you know where to find me, but more than that, we do have severe weather on the way for Friday. So please feel free to ask any questions that you might have, just anything really. I'll be here to answer them for you. And again, just have a way to receive warnings on Friday. Have a good evening, everyone.